I've always woken up early on Sunday mornings to watch preachers. I have a real fascination with them, with the Pat Robertsons, the guys who ask you for money, the guys who basically are panhandlers, but they do it in suits and they're on TV, and they do it in the name of religion, and they do it in the name of talking to God, and they're all fucking con men, of course, as you know. There was a guy, Amazing Randi. He just died. Hate to say it. I mean, I love this guy. I had him on the show years ago. Amazing Randi. I think he died over the weekend or right before the weekend. This guy, I loved him. He was a great magician. And somewhere along the line, he got good and fed up in the same way that Houdini did. And he said, I don't mind magicians. I love magicians. He says, I made my living being a magician. What I do hate are people who claim to have psychic powers and they're using a magic trick. And I particularly hate psychics, people who say they can read minds, people who say that they can contact your loved ones in the beyond. All this bullshit. Amazing Randi went and attacked these people and exposed them. And for years, he offered $1 million to anyone who could prove him wrong, who could prove that they had psychic abilities. This is Anderson Cooper years ago interviewing the Amazing Randi on this topic.
So-called psychics will say, well, look, even though something can't be scientifically proven doesn't mean that it's not real or doesn't exist. Do you hold out the possibility that someone could have psychic powers?
Well, we've been offering at the James Randi Educational Foundation a $1 million prize now for many, many years. And Sylvia Brown agreed on international television that she would take the challenge. Then she announced immediately that she didn't know how to reach me. A psychic didn't know how to reach me? She can't use the telephone book? And then she said, after we told her how she could reach me so she wasn't inconvenienced, of course, she then said that I'm not a godly man, so she wouldn't have anything to do with me. Now, wouldn't she want to take that $1 million, which she could earn inside of 50 minutes or so? We figured that's how long it would take to do a definitive test.
You know, we have so many marks in this country, so many shitheads, that it is really profitable to be, if you've got the gift of gab, to actually take advantage of people and become a preacher. You know, this whole thing where they don't even bother to learn Latin anymore to have a special language. They just go, hum chakalaka hua ha si ka lo sa ma so. They just start, like, yeah. They speak in tongues, you know, oh, laka waka hi, maka laka heini ho. I mean, the whole thing, and they
do it with a straight face. They're not making jokes.
And now we're 7 months into this quarantine, maybe 8. I've lost track. A lot of the world is getting back to normal, hopefully, but a lot of the world can't get back to normal because no one will listen to science.